morning I had to peep in here when no one is awake.
Uplift.
So much going on. I just try to stay under the radar. No, I just try to come on when all the happenings is not happening. There's a lot going on. I'm just like, what the heck is really going on? So I said I'll sneak in here in the morning. Diva said, ain't nobody up. I said, I'm up. That's because they stay up all night, going back and forth. Be like the little demons be in them. They can't even sleep. That's some sad shit. I'm not losing sleep for nobody. Not no YouTube. But I've observed a lot. I've learned a lot just from what's going on. I always learn a lot from YouTube. You can learn a lot. It's very educational. It teaches us things we should do and we shouldn't do. So, hello, two babies, whoever you are. Thanks for joining me. I think I know who they are, but I don't know. They remain bush babies. YouTube thumbs up this video. So my diva said, she said, girl, ain't nobody up. I said, I know, that's why I'm up. I'm going to do my little video while no one's up, because everyone will get up and then they'll start on their ruckus again. Oh, it's been real entertaining. Very, very entertaining. Well, you see my thumbnail is about friends. So the more I watch YouTube, and even from life experiences, I think how to pick and choose your friends. What is a real friend? See, I don't call anyone a friend that I just met. Nah, not for a couple of months or so. I definitely wouldn't call them a friend here on YouTube. YouTube, I mean, these YouTube ships and friendships are just crazy, crazy. But I think over here in this area is YouTube politics. You have to know YouTube politics. But remember this, if you come on, hey, baby, good morning. I'll be so glad when you come back on, Miss Playful, with your net detective, with your stuff, you and cool. I'm of course, you know, I'm subscribed to you. I'm gonna subscribe to him as well. And I'm waiting, but I understand what you were saying yesterday. This could be very draining and painful. A lot of stuff I see on here really makes me think, but I feel sad too. I feel sad a lot of times on the things that I see on here, especially when I think about girlfriends. I don't have very many girlfriends, and I purposely do that. I purposely do that because right here, even what we experiencing here will make you aware of who's a real friend and who's not a real friend. No one that I've seen in none of this mess are friends. So I was listening just like you all about just like you all was listening. I was in the bushes listening to some of this mess. And my first thought was none of them are friends. None of them can't be trusted. None of them. Because this is what I look at. If I sit and talk about you, Miss Playful, and you and I on the phone, and I'm talking about everybody on the YouTube streets, content creators, subbies, or whoever, right? And I'm talking about them, and I got something bad to say about them. It makes me think, damn, if you talking about them, then I know you're going to talk about me. See, if you're talking about them like that, and they supposed to be your friends, your confidants, your YouTube shit buddies, or whoever, if you're talking about them, you could well be talking about me to them. That's how I look at it. You're talking about me too, because I'm not exempt. I'm not exempt. So you're talking about. So all these people on here who call themselves friends, I love you. I love you. This was the most ironic thing I ever heard, the craziest thing. I loved you. I loved you. And then, you know, they added those tears. But you were never my friend. Huh? I was like, am I the only one hearing this? I really loved you. I did this for you. I stood up for you. I was there with no one else. She was never my friend. I'm like, damn, are those two different people inside of that one person talking? See, so right there lets you know there's no real friendships here. There are no, I don't give a damn what people say. I don't want to be No one's friend on YouTube that I see conduct themselves like that. Because see, a real friend, no matter what happens, if you loved me, and they keep using that word, I loved her. I would have did anything for her. But because she think I'm just this and I'm that, and she's letting people drive, I'm no longer. No, you were never her friend. You had a plan. You had your own secret agenda to do whatever you're going to do. People are sitting back, watching, and targeting who they want to target. So that's why it's very tough for you to become friends with anybody on here. Now, I have some good people that I've met, and will I say they my true friends? Absolutely not. I don't know them like that. I have one person that I could say is a ride and die besides Diva for me, and that I've talked to behind the scenes, but she will never, never come on here and do the shit that these people do, saying that they were friends and they loved. You never loved me. You never loved me. You sat beside me. You played whatever position you had to play, got what you had to get. And now that we no longer friends, you just want to start dropping, quote, what they say, receipts. But you know, people manipulate everything. They manipulate text, they manipulate emails. So I don't believe no one. I don't believe no one. If I didn't actually see it with my eyes, and remember, believe little of what you see and none of what you hear, then I don't believe that. Exactly. So you claim you friends, and these people are skinning and grinning, and they going with you to certain places, some of those that meet up, and now they know all your fucking business because you got so comfortable with that particular person. They know your business because you genuinely thought y'all had a friendship. That person from the very beginning had an agenda. And now you see the agenda. Now you see all these people agenda as all this stuff unravel. So believe me, if you think you have a good friend in this messy Marvin, you don't. She'll turn on you next. That's just what they do. You say one wrong thing and they turn on you. And then they start dropping, quote, these receipts. And here's the craziest thing. This is something about me. I don't know about you all, for the 4 people in here. I believe this. If you didn't like me today, you really wouldn't like me tomorrow. You're not gonna like me tomorrow. You may pretend like you like me, but you really don't like me. So I always have to keep my eye on you because you remember you were with someone else and you were dragging and talking about me and hee ha ha ha, whatever they want to call with them. But now all of a sudden you my friend, you will never be trusted by me because I don't forget the way you did me. These people must remember that we don't forget. Some may forgive me. If I forgave you, I'll keep it moving. I'm not going to side with you because someone else is going against you and I don't like you. So I'm a team up with Miss Playful and Slim because now they don't like you. I don't like you. So no, it don't rock like that. We just don't work like that. I don't. I'm just going to keep it moving. Okay, I forgive you. Boom, let it go. But I never forget what you did to me. And when it's opportunity for me to do something to you, I'm going to shine. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And since this is what we do on these YouTube streets, I'm going to spill all your tea right here so everyone can see. But no one is friends here. No one. You know, it's just not your turn for your tea to be spilled. You haven't said anything to me. You haven't crossed the line because when you do, I'm going to tell everything about you, everything that I know about you. And here's the sad part about it. Because I let my guard down and really thought you was a friend, I told you some shit or I showed you some shit that I wouldn't have done if I knew that you had an agenda. All along, you had an agenda. And that's the way I see these people. everybody on here, yes, it's clicks and views. I get it. I get the clicks and views. But I always say for myself, I'm not talking about anyone else. I'm not going to go up against no one else because someone else doesn't like them, because the tables will turn, and eventually I might do or say something you might not like me. And I don't put my whole ass out here for you, and now you turning against me. But these people become so comfortable. They get so comfortable with each other, and they on the phone with each other. They meeting up with each other. They sharing texts and IGs and whatever with each other. And they saying what they feel, but they not remembering, hey, it could be me. You right, baby. I don't trust no one. That listen, I don't trust no one. And Queen will tell you, she here now. Good morning, sis. She said, what are you coming on early for? Everyone sleep. I said, no. Some people are asleep, but some people been up all night making videos. You can go to sleep and wake back up and catch it live 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when you go pay that water bill. When it's time for you to pay that water bill, you go catch somebody live, because the demons are festering in them and they can't sleep. They are up thinking, how can I attack this person? How can I go back after this person? And so they can't sleep. So I could sleep. So I went to sleep, and I woke up and said, well, I'm going to come on here. I'm going to come on here while no one's up. And who's ever in here is in here. But let me tell you something. You guys aren't friends. Stop the bullshit with, I loved you so much, I would have done anything. I would have laid down my life for you. And I love you. And it seems like the louder they get, or the more they scream it, they think they believable. I call bullshit. I don't believe none of it. Because if you loved me, and they use that word, and you care for me, you would never come down here and try to humiliate me or disgrace me, no matter what we go through. But again, when you playing chess, what they call chess, you always wait for the person's next move. And so what you do is you study that opponent to see their next move. See, some of the tea can't be dropped. People begging for tea to be dropped, can't be dropped, because they know too much about each other that will destroy each other. And then it will bring people in the mix who think that they're cool with them. So they're not going to drop it. They're not going to tell it, because it would bring too many people in the fold. And they don't want to do that. They don't want to destroy everybody. They just want to destroy somebody. They want to destroy somebody. And they are waiting. They are laying in wait. I tell Diva this all the time, and I believe this. Ms. Playful, you are a content creator. And this is what I truly believe. They just lay in wait for you. They lay in wait for you. And then whenever you do something that they're not pleased with, they're going to turn on you. They're going to side with someone else who don't like you, and then they go full force at you. But let me tell you a little bit of secret about that. That shit doesn't last. Nothing lasts on YouTube. Friendships, YouTube ships, nothing lasts on YouTube. So if they friends with you today and you helping them out to attack somebody else, they're going to turn on you in a couple of days. They're just getting what you're just riding a wave, and they're getting what they could get from you so they can use it against you. That's what they do here. That's what they do. And they talking about they gonna drop videos, just drop whatever you want. It's just a show. We all just watching the show as the world turn. Our little YouTube children, they have one life to live. And what I mean, they only have one shot at it. And if you come on here and you pretend like you coming on here for a sisterhood, to be positive, to lift queens up, and to do all, and then you turn around and you dragging another queen, quote, because that's what they say, they queens. You dragging another queen. How are you uplifting, encouraging, or motivating somebody doing that shit? You're not. You coming on here with the rah-rahs, and you better stay in that position, because once you leave that position, your ass is done. You won't get as many views as you get. If you're a positive content creator over here and you really staying in that lane and not getting involved with some of this mess. Hey, baby, let me tell you something. Your ass is not going to last. Anytime I come on here and I'm cussing somebody out and acting like a jackass, I'll get a lot of views. Hey, baby, good morning. I will get a lot of views and people be all in my chat praising and go, Miss T. Yeah, that bitch talking about the. As soon as I go back to uplifting, motivating, inspiring, educating, my views go down. This is the junkyard that you play in. You choose to either play on this playground or not. You can't dip your feet in it and dip out. So you may be rising today and people may be in there, applauding you, praising you, cash app and super chatting you. But soon as you really do what you desire to do, if you desire to raise your black queens up, queens and resolution, if you do that, then you're not going to get any views. The same way you came on here is the same way you will have to continue to be, else you're not going to get any views. And that's a fact. And all these friendships are fake, fake, fake. I sit here and I say, okay, peace, love. Good morning, baby. I said, Mr. YouTube Streets, good morning, honey. I said, okay, I'll give so-and-so until the middle of January and their friendship be over. Bingo. Middle of January, the friendship is over. So now we see another friendship, a sisterhood, a bonding, a confidanting, whatever they want to call it growing. I said, give it till March, the middle of March, and that will be over. Because that's the way they work. No one is really friends here. They're not friends. They are just aligning with you. They aligning with you because at this particular point, you're messy and they don't have anyone else. And so they're joining you, right? They join you. I don't have that kind of time. It's too much energy to act like I like someone, just get information. Right. I'm not going to pretend like I like you. If I don't like you, I just don't like you. And I think that's why some of the ones over here who's really standing on what they believe and trying to take their channels in new direction are not flourishing the way they want to, is because you can't go back and forth. You can't do the mess. Then you can't be positive. You just can't mix them. But every now and then you have to come down, what they say, off the porch and cuss a mofo out and go back to your business, because for real, we all like a little mess. We do. We all like a little mess. That's just the fact of the matter. That's why we're here. But we don't always want to be in the mess, or we don't want to start the mess. We just want to watch some of the mess. And a lot of times is a television show. You watching the villain and you watching the angel, or whoever the villain and whoever in the show is drama. We like watching. We like good train wrecks. I don't know why, but we do. And I know I'm not the only one. So basically, we watching a lot of train wrecks happen. But when you cross the line, then I don't think it's great entertainment, and I just bow out. Some of this shit crosses the line. But I love this stuff going on now because more and more stuff going to come out as we watch. We gonna see who was really friends, who wasn't friends. We gonna see who has tea. Because now they battling to be the queen on top. Y'all just watch it. They battling now. Some people done backed away like, damn, I don't want to get in it like that. I don't really want. But no. See, that friend you trusted is running rampant now because they flourishing. So a lot of shit is going to come out. We're just going to sit back and watch it because there's no friendship here. So please, whatever you do not build any relationships here with these fake friends. Now, I say I talked to a couple of people. I talked about 3 or 4 people on here. I will say that I trust them to the extent that, well, really, we don't say nothing. I never say anything that I know that will incriminate me, or if you spill tea on me, gonna make me look bad. Because anything I say behind the scenes, I always say, I could say to your face, because who's really gonna check you? What the fuck they gonna do? Dox you, drag you through the streets for a day, and then it's over. That's the game here. That's the game here. It could be me today. Tomorrow it'll be Queen Diva. It could be Queen Diva tomorrow. They gonna drop some tea on Peace the next day. peace, have her turn and misplay. Well, that's the way the game goes here. It's YouTube politics. They initiate you one way or the other by doxing the shit out of you, trying to humiliate you, or they'll just you pick alliances. That's how you do. You pick alliances and you're good. You're good. But if you don't do those two things, you're not anything here. You just out here fighting and trying to survive on your own. But I choose to fight and survive on my own. But I'm watching it as entertainment, and it's very educational. Very, very educational. I've learned so many things from watching these people. I've really research manipulation, narcissism, sociopath. I swear, I sit and research those. Last night, that's what I was watching. And some of these people, whether you come on here and say, well, you can't diagnose nobody, you can't say nobody. Oh, yeah. Because before a doctor treats you, he asks you, so what symptoms are you having? He assesses what signs you're displaying. So I said, oh, well, my stomach. Okay, I said, oh, my arm is hurting really bad. And then that's me telling him what's wrong. And then he will feel my arm and see that I have a little fracture, say, for instance, or I have a scar, something developing. So that lets him know that something else is going on. It's the same with this. We see signs. We see signs of depressed people, sociopath people, mentally ill people. We see the signs. You don't have to be no specialist, really, because you see the signs, you see the behaviors that's being, displayed here. And a lot of people are crying out for help. Hey, bossy, what's going on, baby? Kimberly Black, my queen. A lot of people are crying out for help on here. So they come on here and they act out. So no one is to be trusted because they battling their own demons. They have their own personal problems in real life, and they letting them play out on YouTube. This is their only escape. So they can't be a friend to you. You better catch this gem. They can't be a friend to you because they're not a friend to themselves. They're just starving for attention. They're looking for love in all the wrong places. They're looking for acceptance. And there's nothing wrong with looking for acceptance. It's just who you looking for acceptance from. Where are you looking for acceptance from? That should come from yourself within. I accept myself for just who I am. I don't need YouTube to validate me, but these people need YouTube. And I think with this pandemic going on, it has really allowed a lot of people to press play and just come on here and say and do what they want. They're crying out for attention. So how could they be your friend? Because as soon as you say something or do something they don't like, the friendship is over. That's not real friendship, you guys. Some people have long-lasting friendship for years. I have a friend that I've been a friend with 30-something years. But I personally, and Diva tell you, I don't trust everyone. I don't get comfortable and cozy with everyone. I just really don't. Because for one, my spirit of discernment don't allow me to lock with certain people. Don't allow me to accept certain people. I don't know at that time why I don't like them or I don't accept them all the time. But my spirit won't lock with them. And then down the road, I done told y'all this many a times, then God will reveal to me why that person, I never accepted that person as a friend. I just never have. So you have to be very careful. These people are skinning and grinning in each other's faces, and then they get mad at you and they down here telling all your business. That's not cool. That's not a friend. They never was your friend. If they do that, if it's so easy for them to flip on you and they just begging like, I really don't want to say nothing. I don't want to go there. I really don't want to spill tea. But if you force me, you want to spill it. You're just like everyone else, my dear, waiting for the right time to spill it. They just waiting for the right time to spill it. They want to spill it. But see, everything on here is a show. So in this show, they're waiting for the right time that music is playing, that dun 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 dun. You know that music that play dun dun, that dramatic music is playing. And they waiting for the right time to spill your tea. No. They not gonna hold that tea because they didn't forget how you treated them. That's just a fact. Psychology, exactly. You study these people's behavior. You watch them. It's so many messy, miserable people on here. And when you are messy and miserable and you are hurting inside for whatever reason, you want to hurt other people. You do. You set out to, your intentions might be good. I really need a friend. I really like her. She's a good person, and da da da. And y'all, but it's hard for you to really become a friend with someone because you are so miserable inside. You are hurting. You have some type of PTSD, whatever the trauma was. You're still hurting. You haven't healed. So you want to hurt other people. So a lot of times, a narcissist, right? Or a sociopath, let me tell you something, they target people. They target people to become their victims. They study you and they see just how weak or how strong you are, what areas they could use to manipulate you, to get them caught up, to get you caught up into their web, to get you just where they want you to be. And once they got you there, you're no longer useful to them. You're no longer useful to them. So when they dispose of you, they start trying to humiliate and destroy your character. But a lot of times, if you guys are watching, and I'm not the only one watching, some of these people characters ain't worth shit. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see through a lot of stuff. I see through a lot of stuff. I just sit back and don't say too much until I get ready to say it. But a lot of these people are just, you see them on here and you think it's a persona. Nope, that's them in real life. They're just bringing it on here because they have a lot of freedom to be who they really are on here. And they say it's a persona. It's not a persona. It's who they are. It's who they are. So they can't be friends with you. They can't. Mm-mm. They not friends with themselves. So they can't definitely be your friend. None of these people were ever friends. Think about it. None of these people were ever friends in this television show. All of them was enemies from the start, but they sided with each other. They aligned with each other to go against someone else or to get close to you so they could destroy you. It's just like gentrification. You know, I watched them in the area I used to live in. I watched them come by, and it was like 3 years. And I noticed that it was this group of people used to get off this bus, and they was a diverse group of people, and they had cameras and notepads, and they was, surfacing the area, and they were looking, and they was writing, they were taking pictures, and they were putting their plan into motion. They were setting up their plan to gentrify the area. And that's what they did. They came through 3 years later and then they started gentrifying the area. So it's the same thing with this fake friendship here. I don't know if y'all could see the how I'm doing the analysis. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, the analogy, baby. The analogy. They sit back, they watch, and then they make plays years later. But here it's months later. They have studied you. They know just how to attack you. So that what they do is they go behind the scenes. They act like they cool and they good with you. They grab all the information. And then what they do, boom, soon you make them mad, they start spilling tea. So take my advice. Don't befriend anyone. There's no real friends here, especially the friends that we see. Because I don't understand how you crying and you snotting at the nose and you yelling how much you loved me. And then in the same breath, you say, you was never my friend. She was never my friend. But you just said how you loved her. So wait, I'm confused. Did you love her? Or you did, I'm totally confused. I don't know about y'all, but I was totally confused about that. I loved you. I would have done anything for you. I was there for you. Well, she really wasn't my friend. I'm like, what? Yeah. Stalkers. They like stalkers. You right. They wait for you. They just wait for you. They stalkers. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play out, you guys. Please make sure you hit that like button, drop that diamond. I call it drop a diamond. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to me. It's some bush babies, but I know these people here in the chat are already subscribed to me. But yeah, it's the craziest thing. So I'm watching this just like everyone else, and I'm saying this is so foul. This is so funny because you thought that person was your friend. You seen how that person moved this whole time through these YouTube streets, and you thought they were going to be different with you? What the hell? You honestly thought she was going to be a friend to you? Did you see what she just did to the other person? Did you see that? And then you got them saying, I've been friends. You've been my friend. No, because you're really not friends. Just give it a couple of weeks, you guys. Just give it a couple of weeks. We'll see another twist and turn. The plot is just thickening. The plot is just thickening. But like I said, for those of you, and this is a true fact, for those of you siding with certain people because you don't like other people, just stay clear. I understand we all like the mess and you want to help them destroy somebody else, but it'll be you next. And maybe that's what y'all like. Maybe that's where you get your clicks and views and your shine from. I don't know. Because like I said, I'm not going to do anything for clicks and views. Because I could come down here and be a pure ass, but I refuse to do it. But it is definitely, you guys, you must say it's a good show going on. It's a good show. You are waiting to see the next twist to this. See, they already planned and plotted it. They about to throw the twist in there. Thank you, baby. Oh, it's going to be very interesting, Slim, too. Very, very interesting. Because I see something brewing back here. And I think that's why some people want to be real tight-lipped because their shit about to come out too. But see, a lot of times when it's one person plotting, it's two. When it's two, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I got to really play it cool because if I don't play it cool, damn, I'm gonna expose Z, and I really like Z, but X is pushing me, and Y is just all over the place. So goddamn, I don't know how I'm gonna cover myself up. Let me think right quick how I'm going to cover my tracks when XYZ drop the receipts on me. Let me see how I'm gonna cover them. I gotta sit out, I gotta look at it and think this thing through before I drop my receipt. So it's just a back and forth, baby. It's just a back and forth, but it's certainly entertainment. And this beef sector is getting real good at it. And I think since they merged, they got more people on board and more people watching and joining. And this is going to be a good one. But I think what's going to happen is, from what I see, this is just my perspective. This is just what I see, my perception. I think some feelings are going to be hurt for real because some real shit might be coming out. And you may be a little disappointed in some of the key players. That's what I believe is more key players to this thing. I don't know. I'm just watching it. It's just like you sitting back watching a movie or something and you trying to predict what's going to happen next. But this stuff is almost predictable. This stuff is almost predictable for me. So it's just like, I see this. So I'm interested to see who next will fall. Or what will happen next. See, that's why they can't sleep. That's why they got to make videos all night, because it's tit for tat. It's let me come out here and try to cover my ass type thing going on here. And so hopefully people will believe me and they won't believe the person. And then they'll run over there and go, oh shit, they said this. Now I got to get back on and make another video to combat this. And then that person will come back and say, oh no, oh man, I can't even sleep now. I can't even sleep now because I got to keep going back and forth with these people. These people need to find peace in it, but keep entertaining us. We love it. And they said this is an entertainment app, and I'm being thoroughly entertained at this point. And even if the cast is all working together, they doing a good job. They doing a damn good job. But I think some people are casualties of war. And I think I think Sassy was mentioned it last week. Some people don't even know that they part of the plot or they part of the plan. They don't even know they are part of it. Yeah, I think that's what she's like. They don't know. They just falling. It's just all falling in place. But I'm telling you, I think this is. Oh, this is more as the YouTube. Yep, as the YouTube turn. All our little dysfunctional children. All our little dysfunctional children. And I laugh at it because I think, like I said, we all like a little mess, but this is getting really, really messy. But it's good. It's good entertainment. But I tell you one thing for me, and this the honest to God truth too. For me, I've lost respect for some people. I've truly lost respect for some people. Even though we as content creators and subbies don't really know these people, you give them amount of respect because what you see on these YouTube streets. So when people show you something different and other, you know, then you lose respect. So I've lost respect for some of these people, but it is what it is. Who the hell am I? I'm just Mz.Teavalocity over here with my little Pinto chugging along. So it doesn't matter if I lose respect for them, but I can't be the only one feeling like that sometimes, that you kind of lose respect for people you have some high regards to and high regards of, when you see that they involved in some of the shit or some of the stuff they've done is like, wow, you really did that. I really used to dig you. And that's how I sit back and look at this. But again, it's just like characters on a television show. I think a lot of people like Nene Leakes. I don't watch a lot of TV, so I'm just going to use this analogy. You have people who loved Nene Leakes and you have people who hated Nene Leakes. Me, for one, I didn't like her. I didn't. I just thought she was fake and phony, like the other actress we have here pretending. You know, I thought she was fake and phony, and it just chapped my ass. I know that's a little white, but it just rubbed me the wrong way. So I just stopped watching her. I just stopped watching the Real Housewives just because of her. Because every time I would watch her, for real, my stomach would just churn. I didn't like her that much, and I know she was just an actress or whatever, but I just didn't like her. I didn't like her persona, but come to find out, it wasn't just a persona. See what I'm saying? It's who she is. Allegedly, that's who she is, you know, and the same with these people here. It's not a persona, it's who they are. They're just moving on YouTube different. They're using YouTube really to be who they are. I don't think they faking, you know. I don't. I missed a lot, but I really enjoy watching Jeopardy. Peace, love. I want to talk to you about that Jeopardy too, because we wanted to play. Other people want to play, but you just have it set up just two of y'all could play. So it was, I like Jeopardy. Diva tell you they'll take my black card though, because I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't know a lot of music. I just don't. I just really don't, you guys. So I'm not good at it. But last time I played with the T Lounge, I won. I won. I sure did. I don't know how, but I pulled it out. But yeah, Peace Love had black, she has Black Jeopardy on there, and that's always fun, you guys. So, but anywho, we all just okay. Thank you, Peace. We all just waiting to see what happens, y'all. It's a very good show going on here, and we have some leading ladies, and we have a leading gent over there, a couple of gentlemen. So it's very interesting to watch. I'm just gonna sit back and watch it and watch it. And I'm gonna tell you what else is just chapping my ass or really grinding my gears. How y'all say it, whatever. Is when people connect with other people I notice it's something you like, right? It's something you like about a person. This is real life shit. It's something you like a person make you gravitate towards them and want to befriend them. It's something, is their style, is their great, is their the way they talk, or maybe some form of character you like about that person. But what I don't like is when you take on the form of that person, and I'm seeing that happen too. I'm like, no, 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 no. Just be you. Just talk like you, be you, and we could go from there. But trying to act like someone else, that's just not happening. That's just not cool. That's not cool. Because when you see stuff like that happen, let me tell you this. When you see someone acting like someone else, there was a little part of, catch this, Jim, there was a little part of envious or jealousy going on. Even though you befriended that person, you had a little bit of envious or jealousy going on. Something was going on that you want to team up with that person. You talking like them, you acting like them now. Something else is more to it than you just being a good Judy now. Just be who you are. If you guys just come on here and be who you are, people will accept you more. But once people start seeing you pretending and acting like somebody and trying to talk like somebody else and move like somebody else, they like, nah, that shit fake. She being fake now. She being fake. Let me read this. I hope no one gets hurt because things have gotten crazy and folks are being pulled in things they had no clue. Exactly. Yeah, I hope no one gets hurt. But I've always said this. Now I don't wish this. Now I don't mind sitting back watching somebody destroy themselves. I'm not gonna be a part of it, but I don't mind watching. And you got to remember, every seed you sow, you shall reap, good, bad, or indifferent. You're going to reap that seed. You're going to have karma or whatever. I don't mind that, but I hope no one gets hurt. But if they do get hurt, and I'm going to say this, then they put themselves in that position to get hurt. It's all right roasting and gagging and whatever, but they put themselves in that position because they went too far. They went too far, and now they have to pay the price. And the scariest thing is, you guys, is we see it more and more where people are coming on Facebook and YouTube and different social media platforms, and they doing the unthinkable right in front of our faces. Some people are right at the edge. They right at the edge. Something you may say or do will send them over. Will send them over. And in their mind, if you don't give a F about me, you don't know what I'm going through, you down here slinging mud, you're doing all this, I don't give a F about you. I have nothing to lose. Now I will do the unthinkable. So putting your address out there, doxing folks, putting other people in it that have nothing to do with some of this y'all mess could be very, very dangerous for you, because you don't know where people are at mentally. And that's what I worry about. You don't know. Some of these people aren't pretending. Some of these people are in pain, serious pain. And they coming on here letting you know they crying out. So I hope no one gets hurt. I don't like when people hurl threats and stuff like that. And because some people have children, some people are on their own, but I wouldn't want nobody to actually get killed behind nothing stupid. Keep it on YouTube. But it's hard to keep it on YouTube when I'm facing so many things in real life, and now you're adding to that. So because I'm in this much pain and I'm suffering so deeply and shit is just happening and I have nothing to lose, I'm going to come for you so you can feel my pain. Sometimes it's just done on here verbally, and sometimes it's done on here physically. People will physically come get you. It's not a game. Everybody don't want to play this game, you guys. Everybody don't want this type of smoke or whatever they call it. That's why you have to know how deeply you go get into this. I don't waste my time with going back and forth with these goddamn people. I don't know them. I don't know them. I don't know what they're capable of doing, but I know what I'm capable of doing. Yeah, that's my biggest fear for some individual on YouTube is that someone will harm themselves. You know what, Kimberly? I fear that too. But I also fear this. When someone is crying out for help, they crying out for help. They hurting so bad. They just want someone to see them. They want someone to recognize them. They want someone to love. When they don't have anything to lose, they don't mind doing whatever they have to do to you if you're that one that just happened to put the icing on the cake. If you put the icing on the cake, you could be that very one that they come after. You don't know what these people, I've seen people, and we've heard people, I'm not the only one, that have crossed county lines to get at other people and to get rid of other people. I remember the two dudes on YouTube did it. Then you had the guy and the girl. Then you just had that sister on YouTube that this guy got obsessed with. This sister was only 23 years old. I was listening to it. I want to say on one of these channels where this girl, she wasn't a Christian girl, and so she was an atheist, but she had this Christian man who had become obsessed with her. And because she was an atheist, it had just made him so upset that he caused bodily harm to her, or he threatened her. Oh no, I think he actually went and found this little young girl. She was only like 19 with a YouTube channel. Anybody heard of that story? You know, I always get stuff half-assed. That's my ADHD. Did anyone hear that story? Yeah, he was a Christian, so he had a channel promoting Christianity, and she was an atheist, and he became obsessed with her. So he would go back and forth with her. But I think eventually he somehow met up with this girl or found out where this girl. You saw that also? Okay, Slim. Didn't he kill her? I think he did away with her. He met up, he became so obsessed, and that's what we see here. These people become obsessed with these other people. And he went and found her, 19 years old, baby. Yep, he found her at school. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Slim. Thank you. That's why I say God always send me help in my present time and need, and he sent me you. He went to her school and he did away with both. That's what I mean. We don't know people's mental capacity on here. Stop pushing the fucking button. Enough is enough. You guys are going too far. Too far. Someone's going to get hurt. Yeah, he did. That baby was 19 years old. And because she decided to be an atheist, he's a Christian man. He became obsessed with her. And he did. He found her at school. Okay. Wow. See what I mean? Now, peace is going wow because shit like that really happens. He became so obsessed with. We see obsession on these YouTube streets. He was crazy. Exactly. He was crazy. And he found 19 years old. That was a baby. That was somebody's baby. All over some YouTube garbage. We need to learn when to take a break. We need to take a break. See, because all this tea dropping and dragging and humiliating people is going to get someone hurt, because there's someone out there that's really mentally unstable. They mentally unstable, and you just may be the person that they trigger off on. Know when to back up. Even though you know people say, I don't fear nobody, I ain't scared, ain't nobody gonna do it about MNF thing to me. They come to my house, I'm gonna do this. We don't know who lives around us. We don't know who we work with. That's a YouTuber or a subby. We don't know. These people are behind avatars. So we don't really know where people live at. They lie. People move. People move around. People who don't have stability, don't they just travel from place to place because they don't have a stable home. They don't have a stable job. They don't have a family who cares or love them. So they move around. So they could be right next to you today, tomorrow, the next day. If they decide to get on a bus, get on a train, get in their car and drive because you have done that much to them and get rid of you, then you basically, that's what they'll do. They don't care. They have nothing to lose. People who have something to lose does not come down here. And that's another thing that kills me. All these highfalutin people, all these business owners and all these different, it just kills me. If you that professional, you have that much to lose, you would not be on YouTube doing the stuff you do. Come on, y'all. But again, we're watching the show and there's all type of characters. You have too much to lose to be on here doing the shit some of you people do. I mean, according to you, you have a lot to lose. So why come on here and act like that and do things? Yeah, yes. And in our everyday life. Exactly, Kimberly. That's why I say it's getting, they say it's been dark over. No, it's getting darker to me. I've been on here, 3 years? 3 years. I landed on YouTube. How? I don't know, but I'm here, right? And to me, it's getting darker. To me, I really feel like, I'm telling you, I really feel a lot of demonic spirits running around YouTube. So I tell Diva, I just gotta log off. Now, my sister, let me tell y'all something. Diva supports a lot of people. She supports a lot of people. She's neutral. Of course, if you do something to me, she's not gonna like you. It's just a given. If you do something to her, that's just how it goes, right? And we all have our people who side with us. And if somebody do something to us, we may distance ourselves from them. But we hide up in the bushes. We hide up in the bushes. But some people I don't like, I don't watch. Well, Diva sent me a clip about someone, and I said, well, Diva, I just don't like that person. She said, yeah, but TV, you gotta watch it because so and so. I said, okay, I go watch. Some of it I just can't watch. Some of it I just can't watch. But you have to know when to log off. When YouTube is getting to you so much that is really affecting your real life, then you need to log off. And let me tell you something. This mental stress will surely create physical stress on you. Being on here every day, if you're sickly in any kind of way, and I don't know these people physical capability, I don't know, but if you're sick in any kind of way, you need to be very careful because this stress right here, because this YouTube, this virtual world has intertwined with a lot of people real life. If you're sick, you need to kind of stay off YouTube because this will cause you physical stress. Some of the shit I see on here make me physically sick, and that's why I have to log off sometime because it makes me physically sick. And so I say it's time for me to bow out. Just take a break. Some of these people need to shut down their YouTube, but this is probably all they have. Where we have other things going on in our lives, we have families. I have grandkids, I have children, I have husbands, and all this crazy stuff. So those are people I attend to. I have work, I have business. So that's I have sisters, my sister. Those are some things. Plus, we like to travel and do certain things. Everybody don't have that escape. Everybody don't have that. And so they come on YouTube and they build this little virtual family. So I get it for some people, but what I don't get is why you continue to come on here and make yourself available for people to humiliate and drag you. I'll never get that. I just don't want to be that transparent, and I just don't want to be that accepted that I have to come on here and do crazy stuff so I can stay relevant. But this mentally and physically will destroy you. Speaking of that, I know everyone have heard on the streets that the Miss Paulette Waters have not been seen in a couple of weeks, and that's very rare for her. So I'm praying everything is well with Miss Paulette. She's the lady that she could speak to 100 people in a minute. I don't, with her little hearts and everything. We have not seen Paulette Waters. Now it was rumored to say that she's no longer amongst us, but I don't among us, but I don't know if that's true. Hey, Miss Hall, I don't know, but I surely pray for Paulette Waters because she spoke to everybody. She was a ride and die for Tracy for sure. She was a ride and die for Tracy, like Miss Heatwave. But I have not seen her in about 2 or 3 weeks, you guys, and that's rare. So I pray that she's doing well and that she still is above ground, and taking a break. But with this stuff going on, a lot of people are leaving us, unfortunately, especially if they had underlying illnesses and they caught the C thing or the variant or whatever, then some of them are leaving us. And I pray that she hasn't left us, didn't get sick. Underlying illnesses is really bad when you get viruses like this. So I pray that Miss Paulette is doing well. And I think everyone have said on their, well, people I've watched on their platform has asked people to try to get in touch with her, to no avail. They still can't find her yet. So let's see. You must take a mental health break. Yeah, you have to. And it's bad for a content creator because we know how this algorithm works. We know that YouTube, in order for you to keep like your subbies and the YouTube what is it? Activity, you have to kind of come on YouTube. That's why I try to come on every now and then. But it's very draining. It's sometimes it could be draining. It takes a lot to get up here. It takes a lot to get on here, and especially when you want to stay in a certain lane. You know, it takes a lot to do that when you have so much stuff going on. Thank you, Slim, too. I'm praying for Miss Paulette too. But it's just strange, you guys, that that lady has not been here. So hopefully she's taking a mental break. I just don't see that, to be honest with you, because she was so involved in YouTube. I just don't see that she's taking a break. But I hope if she's somewhere not doing well, that she's healing and she did take a break. But it's strange that we have not seen her. But make sure you guys pray. Prayer is powerful, but to believe in your prayer too. Believe that you're praying. So hopefully Miss Paulette would pop up, you know. Um, I think I think too, you guys, when some people go missing, is because they could possibly be on a troll page. Some people could be taking a break, but some people could be on the troll page, you know. And if you watch people long enough, some people's troll pages because they don't change the way they talk. And so they write the way they talk. So you say, oh Lord, that's so and so troll page, you know? So maybe it's a troll page. Maybe she got tired of Miss Paulette and did a troll page. I'm hoping it's something like that. That is nothing major. But who knows? Who knows? But you do need a mental break, you guys. You need a mental break. Yep. And I tell you what, now I told y'all this too. I like Rita. I've been rocking with Rita since I came on here. In fact, my little kerfuffle started with me protecting Rita. I don't care what anyone says about her. Rita is doing okay and she has come up, but she's been doing skits over there. Now listen, that's what the shit is about. It's about entertainment. It's about entertainment. It's about comedy, right? So she been doing her little skits over there. Kudos to you, Rita. I've been over there having a ball laughing. May not People might not like it, but I do what I do. I like her skits. Thank you, Slim, too. You have a blessed day, too, as well. I'm about to get off here. My hour is almost up. But Rita's been over there doing her skits, child. She's been doing her skits, and it's all just in fun. She may have beef with those people, with some of the people she doing skits on. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just there for the comedy. But she has been over there doing skits. Hey, good morning, Angela. It seems like when you want to back away from YouTube, it's very hard because it's so addicting. YouTube is so addicting. It's very hard for you to watch television when you have YouTube because we always running to YouTube to see what happens next. Diva, what's happening on those streets? I ain't been watching. I had to do so and so. I said, I don't know, Diva. I was working. I ain't been in those streets. And then I say, what's happening in the streets? Is a form of entertainment. It just gets heavy over here sometime, and you got to take a break. But I venture out to other places. You know, I really had set a live to come on because I wanted to talk about Hugh Hefner and Don Cornelius. I did. I wanted to talk about them. I watched the Hugh Hefner, a little bit of the documentary, the docu-series or whatever. And I thought about Don Cornelius, the twin girls who said allegedly what he had done to them. And see, when I do the flip side, I take it from my perspective and my perception of things, my opinion and views. And I don't know if you guys saw that Hugh Hefner thing. You may have not even been interested in it, but I did. I watched a little bit of that, and I'm trying to watch the Cosby. Let's talk about Cosby, but I got to get Showtime to get that. And see, I don't like to buy all them damn channels because I stay on YouTube. But make a long story short, so I was thinking about what they had said about Don Cornelius allegedly, what he had done to these twin sisters, right? And the twin sisters had came from Hugh Hefner's, the Playboy Mansion because he frequent there. He was a big, partier. He was amongst the partiers. And we all know what the Playboy is about, right? So here's my flip side on this. I'm never going to minimize a victim or victim shame someone, but I see things a little different. Now, they bring this up after Don Cornelius, he committed suicide in 2012. Something must have been ailing him, or something was going on. Maybe his deep, dark secrets came out. What happened with love, peace, and soul? I don't know, Kimberly. I gotta see what you talking about, baby. Hold on. Oh, love, peace, and soul, right? Oh, he did some love. I don't know about, and he snatched some souls. But okay, I gotta watch that, Miss Hogg. Really, BTV told me to watch it, and we go back and discuss it. So anyway, he committed suicide. So we don't know what was eating at him. Some people, they talk about the young lady, Miss USA, who just committed suicide, Chesley Chris, right? Chesley Chris, right? Do you know that there are what they call high functioning people with depression, high functioning people with depression, high functioning depressants, right? So these people are high functioning. And I think a lot of us experience being high function. You just function, but you may be a little depressed, but you just keep functioning. You keep making it happen, especially for us as Black people, because we was taught always to go into survival mode. So a lot of us are high functioning, but we're depressed as well. So I don't know if that was going on with Chesley Chris. I see something different, but I digress. Let me go back to Don Cornelius. Now, they said he did these things allegedly with these two Caucasian young twin sisters, right? Now, here's my take on that. You knew when you became a Playboy bunny what that was about. If I'm not mistaken, they had contracts. So in their contracts, they had to do certain things and they couldn't talk about certain things, right? So these two sisters elected to go with Don Cornelius, allegedly. And he did some of the unthinkable sexual acts with these young ladies, right? He held them captive, this is what they say, allegedly, for 3 days and sodomized them. Did some awful things to them, right? This probably is not going to get monetized, but who cares? So they had these, yep, he was high functioning. I believe Chesley Chris was high functioning too. But anyway, so he did these unthinkable, but for 3 days, the bunny mother, she was Mother Maston, the bunny mother was wondering for 3 whole days. Now, you the mother, I know if my kid's missing for a couple of hours after a certain time, I'm going to look for them. I'm going to look for them. I'm going to send out an APB. But because they knew what type of entertainment business this was and what type of place the Playboy Mansion was, they didn't even look for these girls until after 3 days, the girls contact them. And then they say he did all these things to them. This is my take on this, you guys. And please don't look at me another way. You knew what this was about. You knew what the Playboy Bunny Mansion was about. You knew it was sex, drugs, alcohol, and all those things. You knew what it was about. So when you chose to be a bunny and perhaps signed a contract, you knew sex came with it. You knew alcohol came with the territory. You knew drugs came. That's what you signed up for. No, you didn't sign up for someone to do what they said allegedly he did, but you signed up to be a sex toy, a sex slave, basically. Now, that's how I view it. I may be wrong. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but you had a contract. And yes, y'all never said nothing. And if I'm not mistaken, I read an article yesterday. These two twins may be coming out now suing the Playboy Mansion. But who you gonna sue? The Playboy, I guess, estate. Really? I don't think so. Because you signed that contract. You two elected to jointly go into this man's Rolls Royce and go to his house. What did you think you was going to do at his house? Play checkers? Play Monopoly? No, you knew exactly what it was about. But every time someone dies, they bring up all the dirt and the old stuff, and the people are not here to defend themselves. You knew what that game was about when you signed up. Holly Madison, all of them know what this game is about. Now they talking about how harshly they were treated. You know, how many drugs was given to them. The girl said they were 19 and they was giving Quaaludes and alcohol and all kind of drugs. So you knew when you ingested those things, they made you feel a certain kind of way and they made you free and freaky. And so it made you comfortable to do anything that they wanted you to do. Yeah, good luck, bring home the money. Oh, on the pool. So to me, I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Those girls back in the day was dying to be Playboy bunnies, and they knew what came with the territory. Now, why all of a sudden they want to expose him? Why didn't y'all expose him? He been a devil. He been demonic. He been doing this shit. Why you didn't expose him when he was alive? Because of the contracts you all had signed. You signed that contract. You know sex was part of it. You knew making those men happy was part of it. That's what I don't like. I don't like for people to go along with the program, and when other people come out to expose them, you want to come out. You know what it's about. I know what it's about if I go to a man's house at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and have a couple of drinks, smoke weed or do cocaine, whatever. I know what comes after that. They were 19. I think they said they were 19 when they were the Playboy Bunnies. Yeah, they may have grounds for a lawsuit, but I think it's going to be pretty tough. I think it's going to be pretty tough, Kimberly. I don't know. We'll have to see. But you knew, I know what's going to go on. If a man invites me to his house after that time, you know, after a certain time, I already know how we gonna get down or how he think I'm gonna get down. Does that give him the right to touch me if I say no? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you already know what this game is about. They knew what it was about. They were dying to be part of the Playboy Bunnies. And this is what happened. This is exactly what happened. Unfortunately for those girls, because no one should be treated like that sexually. You shouldn't do that. But you have these men who go to certain places, right? Expect the unexpected. My mother told me there's nothing open after 12 o'clock, or I think it was 1 o'clock, but your legs. That's all. And I was like, wow, I didn't know what that meant. I understand your view, but they didn't sign up for the R word. Oh, no, 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 no. Nope. They didn't sign up for that. That's not what I'm saying. However, you see what's going on in a certain environment. We can't say that he really did those things. We don't have proof. So I'm not going to say he did those things. That's why I said allegedly. But believe me, you knew when you got in that man's car, sex was involved. You knew that. You knew you all was going to get high and to have a good time. You were going to pleasure him. You knew that. You knew that. That's part of the program. And so I don't think my view would ever change because it's part of the program, is what you signed up for, not what you're saying. Peace, that's not what I'm saying. So let me make that real clear. Nobody signs up for that. No one signs up for that, but we don't even know if that really happened. See, I can say anything about you, Peace, if you're no longer here to defend yourself and you don't have proof. I know I can say it and you're not there to defend yourself and produce proof that you didn't do those things. I don't know. They were pretty sadistic. So I don't know. But what I do know is, that when you sign up to be a playgirl or in the Playboy Mansion, you do certain things. There's a contract. Now, what's on the contract? I don't know. So I don't know if they were truly, like I said, I see where I read an article, I think last night when I came home, I read an article and they are going, these twin sisters, but they weren't the only twins there now. The way I read this article, how it sounds like it was several twin sisters there at the Playboy Mansion. Well, it sounds like they're going to sue the Playboy estate. So we'll see. We'll see how far they get. But a lot of times people expose people when they're dead and gone, when you should expose them while they are alive and doing well, so someone else won't become the next victim. That's just my take on it. I know no one signs up to be abused sexually, but again, when drugs and alcohol is involved, anything is subject to happen, and I'm sure getting in that man's car, going to his house, his mansion, he had a mansion as well, I think. I know you didn't think y'all were going there to play checkers. I know you probably had an ideal that you was going to sexually pleasure him. Now, what way, I don't know. So, but I'm interested to see that. But you have to have a special on. They said that Cosby, I want to watch that special. Really B TV told us to watch that special. I'll try to get to that. But again, that's on Stars or something. I don't want to keep buying all this stuff because I'm not interested in it. I don't watch it like that, you know. So, and my Fire Stick didn't work. Really, B, you suggested the Fire Stick. No, it is only on Stars, I believe. Is it Stars? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But see, it was time for them to railroad R. Kelly. They let Hugh Hefner go because people been knew about Hugh Hefner. People been knew. This not the first time they heard about what goes on in that, what went on in that Playboy Mansion. This not the first time. They chose to ignore it like they chose to ignore R. Kelly. They chose to ignore it. 30 years, people knew about him. 30 years, they knew about Hugh Hefner. They just chose to ignore both of them. But now they just highlighting R. Kelly. Yeah, they surely do nasty thing. They do some strange things for change, baby. They do. And prostitution been around for umpteen years. It's just another form of prostitution. You service these men in this Playboy mansion, allegedly, you get paid. That's how you get paid. I don't know, Hugh might have threw them a couple of dollars, but think about it. Most of the time, if they did private parties with these men and went in all these different rooms and did things of the sort, then they got paid. And that's how they made their money. So it is what it is. That's the lifestyle. I'm not knocking them. Get it the way you get it, but I don't get it. But I'm not gonna always say, "Oh, this person is so bad. Oh, he's horrible. He did this." No, ladies, I have to differ. You guys put yourself in some situations, but no one, please don't get this wrong. No one deserves to be touched if they don't want to be touched. But when you agree to be touched or you go to serve, you don't know how a person is going to touch you. That's the unfortunate thing. But I am never shaming the victim. If these ladies are victims, I hope they get justice. I don't minimize anything. I'm just saying I have a flip side to it. A lot of times, you know what you're getting into when you go with a man after a certain time of night, you drinking, getting high, eventually it will lead to sex. That's just the bottom line. Eventually it will lead to sex, you guys. That's the bottom line. Hold on 1 minute. Dang, I forget this all the time, you guys. Give me a minute. I got to do something. I forget to do this. That go to show you I really, okay. Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. And like I said, Don Cornelius is not here to defend himself because he decided he no longer wanted to be with us for whatever reason. So he committed suicide, unfortunately. But again, a lot of times the party stops. And when you living with secrets, and you have done some horrible things, that can eat you alive, that can eat you up. So I don't know what his reason for leaving this earth the way he did, but he did. You haven't also had a man, not just one. Oh yeah, they just indulge in everything, girl. They do indulge in everything, you know? That's what they do. They like all types. They really enjoy themselves. And like I said, under the influence, you liable to do anything. Some of these people was liable to do anything. They knew what the Playboy Mansion was about. That's why they went there. That's why some of the celebrities and stuff went there. Because they knew they can have a good time. They pay a couple of dollars and you have a good time. And you had a variety of women, you know? And he didn't start out like that. In fact, the reason why he went the way he was, end up being the way he was, because he was rejected by a woman who he really, really liked, and she rejected him and started going with his good friend. So he started doing different things to make himself more noticeable, looking better. And then he had this big idea about selling sex and nudity, and it worked from there. And he had that, then came the Playboy Mansion. So you already know what type of stuff. We already know what type of stuff happened in after hours. You guys know about after hour joints, right? Yeah. I know where we come from. We had after hour joints. We already know what takes place in there. So when you go in there, you know the happenings that's going on in there. So I don't always excuse people, you know. But peace, my love, I get where you come from. I'm not saying no one deserves to be that. At 19 years old, we did do silly things, and you do learn, you know. But you also know too when you have certain morals and values, and you watch what people do, certain things you're not gonna get, certain situations you're not gonna get yourself into. I wouldn't, certain things I did know at 19, I knew right from wrong. So I don't excuse that by they just 19, we did silly things. Not when you going into a place like the Playboy Mansion That's not just doing silly things. That's making a conscious decision to do what you want to do. So I don't excuse those young girls, but again, that's neither here or there. So, you guys, I've been on an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to drop this link. I won't be here long because I woke up my diva and I told her, don't worry, diva, we could take a nap. We could go back to sleep because I don't have anything to do. I was at the casino yesterday and I kicked myself in the butt coming all the way home. I tell you, me and that damn casino ain't making it. You know, my sister and I would have been there if she was here because that's something we like to do. We like to go to the casino. I'm not like Pizarro. Pizarro be tearing the machines up. I don't know. I need to get with Miss Pizarro. I do. And learn how to gamble because she sure tear the machines up. Anywho, okay, so no one's coming up and I'm about to get out here. And I think Sassy comes on at 10 something. Keep in mind, people, this is an entertainment app. We are watching the show, but it is educating us as well. Oh, that's a good question, Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly. Oh, God. Kimberly, why you do this? You right. Can you really give informed consent? Oh, Kimberly, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Oh, damn. I think the law would say no. I think the law would say no. Y'all really trying to stick it to me this morning. I think the law would say if you under alcohol, drugs and alcohol that you can't give consent. Um, I don't know, Kimberly. You tell me. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I know. I know when I used to drink and get a buzz on smoke a little weed, it just gives you a different vibe. And I think I was, well, maybe I never got high off Quaaludes and stuff like that. Is a different type of high and mixed drugs and that. Yeah, you could become somewhat unconscious and no, you can't give informed consent. Ah, damn, that's a tough one. Because did you probably take the drugs on your own or they was mixed in a drink? And I think these people was using cocktails, what they call cocktails, mixing some type of drugs in with the drink. But if you took them on your own, I don't know. Oh shit. I don't know, Kimberly. Ooh. Kimberly, why you do that to me? What you think? Can you, yeah, you can give, yeah, informed consent, Kimberly. Sure you can. I think if you don't get to, I don't know. Here I'm guessing. I guess if you don't get too high or before you get, I don't know. Shit, that was a tough one for me. You really threw a curveball at me. I you really did, Kimberly. I can't answer that. I just know for me, I used to drink, but I never done hard drugs. I smoke a little weed, so I feel a little good, feel a little sexual, you know. So I don't know. Mm-mm. Do you think you could give informed consent, Kimberly? I don't know. I'm waiting for an answer. I do know when you, but okay, so I could say it like this. You know what the game is about. So let me say it like this to probably get some type of understand. You know what the game is about. So if you go along with the program, you know what's going to happen. So to me, you consenting to it. You didn't verbally consent to it, but your actions, Kimberly, you know how that goes. But Kimberly, you know how that goes. What can be considered consent and not consent? You know what I'm talking about. So if you got in that car and you was of sound mind and you weren't high and you were going to a facility, you were going somewhere and you know what type of party it is, then you were there, you gave consent. I don't know. That's the defense that the attorney will give. No, you can't. Kimberly, I kind of differ. I kind of differ. And that's what I like when the chat get involved, because it's kind of different to me. I think when you got in that car, you already knew what type of partying it was. You chose to get in that car, go to the house, and continue to party. You kind of gave, like, I'm down with whatever goes on type of consent. I could be wrong though. Don't I mean Charlie? I mean, I could be wrong. I have to think about that, Kimberly. I really have to think about that. I appreciate you throwing that question out there, because it was a stunt. It stunted me, because I believe one way. I know if I get in somebody's car at 1 or 2 o'clock and we drinking and party, most likely we go on to have a good time in the other area. So that's a tough one. Yeah, we gonna let the law. I'm gonna leave that alone, Kimberly, because you done stumped me. I don't know, and you saying no, you can't. Okay, Queen, I got you. Not if you under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Y'all right. They say you can't give influence. Well, that's true. That's true. Okay, y'all got me on that. You got me on that. But anywho, I like to see what it's going to turn out to be, how those ladies going to fare out in this case, because, like I said, they are suing. I just said that, to me, if you went there, what intentions did you have by getting in that car, going to that man's house at that time of night, or whatever time of night it was? Did yeah, Kimberly, you could laugh because you stumped me on that one, because I know when it comes to consent what you're talking about too. But I do know there's other types of consent that the law would take into, I guess, would take into matters. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not an attorney. I just was telling you my perspective of it, that the girls knew what they were doing when they went with allegedly when they went with Don Cornelius. You guys, it's been an hour and 30 minutes. I'm glad. I'm glad 20 some people was in here. Now you don't get much shine over here, baby. You don't get much shine over here. So I'm glad when you guys join me and engage. I really appreciate that. We don't always agree, but we agree to disagree. You guys throw me some curveballs sometime, and I like that, because it makes me think. It makes me look at another perspective. Like I said, we just easy over here. We vibe a little different. I ain't getting into no mess, but I'm gonna tell you, stay tuned. We still have the rest of the show. It should be a plot twist coming on. Not this week, because they do it normally on the weekend. Remember, this is the clue. Catch this. It's gonna be a murderous weekend. See, they already give us the clue, so we gotta keep a watch our eye out on the clue. They'll drop the clue. It's gonna be a murderous weekend, and then we already know that the show's gonna be real good. So to continue to watch. But with all being said, there are no real friends, you guys. Thank you, baby. You guys be very careful when you are linking up with certain people behind the scenes, on the phones, IG, however you do it. Even if you decide to meet up with someone, because you really dig them and they nice. Like, I'll be honest with you, I would love to meet Rita. I do. I like Rita. I would love to meet Rita, have some lunch with her. Tita Talks, I suppose, begin with her. Peace, love, sometime come in the area. Really BTV is around, some of the areas I hang out in. And I would like to meet those people, and you just see where they at. But as far as being very careful and leery of who you meet on here, these people that you see on the television show now, as the YouTube turns, all the actresses and actors, those are people you don't want to meet. You just don't want to meet them. They're not worth meeting. I wouldn't waste my energy on some of these people, because if they do them like that, who they say they love and they would do anything for, and they turn on them like that, damn sure turn on me. So I don't need it. I'm doing my 16 hours just listen. Oh yeah, me too. I just did. You doing 16? Okay, Angela, I just come off 312s, man. That's some tiring stuff. I just come off 3 12s, and plus we had that big inspection. So we did well. Well, praise God, we did well. But I am super tired. I wanted to visit with my grandchildren this weekend, but I was just so tired. I just didn't have the energy to give them. I really didn't. So I'll have to catch them. Next weekend is my weekend to work. You know, we work every other weekend. So next weekend, my weekend to work. And I think I got 3 12s coming up again, 304. You know, I have to do what I have to do. But yeah, enjoy your work. Day love. Be safe. Kimberly Black, thanks for throwing that stumper in here. I wasn't even sure how to answer it. I'm gonna have to go back again. I know what consent is for me. You know, I know in my area what is implied consent, conformed consent, and different type of consents that we can have, you know, we look at. But I don't know how this will play out. I do 4/16 and done. Dang. Oh no, I only do 3 12s and maybe I'll push 4, but that's a lot. 4/16s? And then how many days do you have off, Angela? 16 hours? Yeah, because the max you could do, well, by law, is 16 hours. They can't work you over 16 hours. I mean, I've seen people do more, but you can't go over 16 hours by law. And then how many days do you have off? If you do 4/16s, do you have like 5 or 6 days off? I don't know. I don't know. But anywho, that's a lot. That's a lot. Mm. But anywho, oh, you have 4 off. Yeah. Okay. Damn, that's a lot, sis. Get it. Get it while you can. I hope you young, because I'm telling you, with my age, I'm like, damn, I could feel my age when I work those 3 12. And when I push 4, I could definitely feel it. All I have time to do is come in, take my shoes off, shower, and go to bed. I may say a couple of words to Diva. That's why I don't even know sometimes what's going on here, because I'm so tired. I'm just so damn tired. Peace, love. Talk to you later. Queen Diva, talk to you later. Angela, thank you. Mr. Slim, Miss Hawks, thanks for joining me, you guys. Kimberly Black, the Queen, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. You guys up in there, up in the skybox, please hit that like button. Look at these little trolls. Morgan Wilson. Here in Jersey, we are getting hit with a lot of snow. Oh, yeah, it's supposed to snow. Yes, we supposed to get hit with a lot of snow too. You guys make sure you be safe. Hey, Treasure Lane, what's up, baby? You guys make sure you be safe. I think Philadelphia got snow too. I think Philadelphia. Thank you, baby, for always dropping down, giving me kisses. But listen here, you guys. It's supposed to snow here too. It was raining, and then it's supposed to snow. Now again, Really BTV has a great channel over there. I'm very proud of Really BTV. I'll tell you why, because it takes consistency to grow. Um, and she's doing really well in her little tribe over there. I like going over there. What really gets to me though, you guys, is I'm not a television buff, so it's hard for me to really engage so much because they talk about television shows, and I'm not a real TV buff. But she do want us to watch, and you guys, if you want to watch that, let's talk about Bill Cosby. I'm gonna pay to watch it so I can talk with her about it. You're my age? And you working like that, girl? Oh, hell no. Yeah. Oh, okay. You know, you my age. Good for you, baby. But anywho, so let's watch that and join Really BTV. Now, I don't do panels. I guess y'all know I'm so panel. And I'm going to tell you, this person right here made me not do panels anymore. Treasure Lane made me not do panels anymore. That's who did it. I have to be honest. Because of him, I no longer will get on a panel. And that's the truth. So I'm not a panel person. I freeze up. And I guess the panels I choose to go on, I want to be peaceful and do resolution. And they want to be messy. So he told me, get your ass off of here. Not in those words. He said, we over here being messy and you over here trying to drop jewels. So I said, I am just socially awkward when it comes to the panel. So I don't jump on panels. That's the truth, you guys. Because I thought about it. Even though he was saying it jokingly, I said, damn, you are socially awkward. You know, they up here talking about mess, and you up here trying to get people to see other people's side and be kind of peaceful. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the mess. If you're not going to talk about the mess, Mz.Teavalocity, get your ass down. So I didn't go on the panel. Then I tried to go on Pizarro's panel. Again, a socially awkward moment. Because, you know, you look in the chat and the people is like, now what the fuck is she doing up there? Oh, God, here she come with her positivity, boring ass. For real. And I thought, I said, well, I'm not very good on panels because in order for me to go on the panels, I have to get into the mess. And I always want to limit myself with the mess. You know, I'll watch it, but I don't want to be caught right up into it. So I don't do panels. I don't do panels anymore. With that being said, you like guys, let's get ready to get out of here. Yeah, I don't do panels, Queen Diva, because the panel me and Queen Diva was on together was a disaster. We were just all over the place. I was trying to get on the panel. We was going through something. It was a mess, you guys. It was a complete mess. Let me get ready to get my music and get out of here. It's been a pleasure though talking to y'all. You know, I'm always excited to come here and talk to my Gems family and guests. And it's even more of a pleasure to see people down here engaging. I know we're small over here, but I believe in my heart of hearts, if I continue to stay in my lane and just do what I do and be continuous, I'll grow. No one can stop you from being you. They may throw little stone, you know, I say rocks or something in your pathway, and you may stumble, but only you is you your biggest competitor. I don't compete against people where I know I can't compare. I don't compete against people in areas that I know I'm not gonna win. So I'm just over here doing my thing. That's all I'm doing. And you were like a football field with skates. Oh, you are horrible. But I was terrible, wasn't I? That you guys was up there with the mess, and I come up there with all this shit like, oh yes, well maybe Terry P meant this, and maybe she felt this kind. I don't know how the hell she felt. I was just trying to find a resolution and peace because I knew she was a I knew she was a part of you guys's. You know, she had been supporting y'all. So I was just trying, and you was like, Mz.Teavalocity, grab your little bag and just leave. And so after that, I said, keep your ass off of platforms, you know, off of panels, keep your ass off of panels and just stay in the chat. Now I could chat up some shit. I could be messy in chat. I can engage in chat, but I'm not a panel girl. I'm really not. I was trying though. I was just trying to keep the peace. But I know I just gotta let you guys be and just enjoy the show. You know, and I do. I really enjoy you, James. I really do. Um, you have a lot of channels going on. I see you moving too. Look, I see you moving. I do. But anyway, so I won't be on any panels, but I'm gonna try really be TV's panel, you guys. But if I feel so awkward, because I feel awkward, then I'll just jump down and stay in the chat. And maybe I'll just stay in the chat because I really don't do panels. But I got something coming up that y'all gonna be real surprised of. They didn't put it out yet, but I got something coming up. I do. I was excited too. Now I don't know how that's gonna fare out, but anywho, let's get ready to wrap it up. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm gonna get ready to wrap. I don't like that. You were like a football field with skates on. Child, no man. But you already know me. So God, you gotta do it like that. And then Pizarro's was like, hey, Miss T. But she was like, hey, Miss T. And in her mind, she was like, oh, what the fuck you up here for? We messy over here, Miss T. What are you talking about? And I was trying to fit in. So man, I give up. I give up. If you see a king's crown crooked, help them straighten it out. If you see a queen's crown crooked, help her straighten it out. Speak life and wisdom into your princesses and your princesses. Your princes and your princesses, they are our joint heirs. They are our future. We got to do something for them, you guys. They looking to inherit something other than mess and stress. We have to start building generational wealth and leave a legacy, a good legacy behind for them to have. As always, be a blessing, not a bother. It doesn't take much to bless someone. Simple hello, how are you? Hi, you look beautiful today. Hey, can I grab that cup of coffee for you? Here's a couple of dollars to buy you some lunch. Your smile is radiant. I love that hat you have on. You never know what someone is going through. And you don't have to give them anything monetary. Simple words can make a difference in people's lives. I know because it happened to me when I was lost and confused. I had someone just say some kind words to me that turned my life around. Believe it or not, it really happens. So be kind to someone. It doesn't take much. We gonna get ready to get out of here. Thank you for joining me. Please make sure, and Queen Diva, I'm sorry, I'm not taking your job, but please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, share the video if you enjoyed it, and until we meet again, I'm gonna get goodbye. You guys have a blessed evening. Until we meet again. Peace.